These dark days call for crimson nights, so when the sun sets, the crimson moon rises.
Good evening, Crimson Knights. Good to see everybody again. Welcome to the stream. Hope y'all are doing well. It's a Thursday night, and I'm excited to be here with you tonight, Crimson Knights. I was sad that I didn't end up really being able to stream last night. I got home, honestly, about the same. I just got home again, to be honest. It's been a lot of events and meetings and whatnot, so I've just been working longer hours this week. But man, last night I got home and I was just absolutely exhausted. And tonight, feeling a little bit better. So, you know, I just try to get to sleep earlier last night once I got home, rest up, and have a little bit more energy for tonight and tomorrow. So thank you guys for your understanding. Excited to be here. Because I am getting started kind of later, you know, this is an hour later than I usually like to start. I usually like to start about 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. It's 9:30 now. Really cuts down on the length of the stream because the latest I really want to go is till about midnight. Still a good chunk of time, but for that reason, I'd rather just do kind of a chill, more chill game. So I'm thinking rather than doing Expedition 33 tonight, we'll push Expedition 33 to tomorrow when I will be starting at like 8:30. We'll have a full stream, and tonight we'll just jump into some Dune Awakening. All right, so that's the plan. I am excited, though, because in Dune Awakening, I think we're ready to do the next trial, the third trial of Akul. So we'll get to see some more of the, like, kind of main story content in this sandbox survival game. So should be an interesting stream tonight in Dune Awakening, and I'm looking forward to it. But welcome to the Crimson Knights on YouTube and on Twitch. Welcome. Maddie said, me and Zay watched the reaction stream before it got removed. Leah, welcome to you as well. Says, hi, Quinson. Good to see you, Leah. How are you? Maddie, how are you? Thank you guys for being here. Now, that's an interesting question, though. So, did the reaction stream get taken down or something? I think on YouTube it should still be allowed to be up. It's just I can't monetize it or anything. So I think it should still be there, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Sabi, welcome. How's it going? You said it got copyright struck. I mean, I know it gets flagged for like copyright, and that's why it can't be monetized, but let me check. Checking my channel here. So did it actually get taken down? Interesting. I guess so. That's interesting. So it's blocked in America. I feel like that hasn't always happened for my reaction stream, so that's pretty interesting. Okay, well. Interesting. I expect the copyright It's not a full copyright strike, but it's like blocking or partial blocking because of copyrighted content, which is fine, and then I just don't monetize. But I feel like it hasn't usually actually removed my video completely. So Sabi says the reaction stream's perfect on his end, but maybe that just means that it's not showing up in, like, not showing up in the US, but it's showing up in other places. Maddie said she DM'd it to me. So it got blocked because of copyright. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, well, good to know. So it's gonna be one of those you had to be there. You gotta be there for the live stream of the reaction streams or they disappear. Could disappear. Leah said, I cannot believe that Ozzy Osbourne and the Hollywood Hulk Hogan WrestleMania are gone. They both passed away. I've been mourning their losses. Yeah, I mean, Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan are certainly iconic people, very eccentric people, but they're, you know, for one reason or another, they are household names. They're recognizable by everybody, and definitely feels like, you know, the passing of a generation to see these icons, you know, getting older and passing away makes me feel old. Maddie was so upset about Ozzy she couldn't speak. And there were some other big names that passed away this week as well. Yeah, crazy. All right. Let's get Dune Awakening fired up. Sabi wants me to again check DMs. Yeah, it's interesting. So, I mean, what this means, Sabi, is that the Summer Nights reaction stream is blocked in the United States, but it must not be blocked in, you know, in India or in other places. So it's blocked some places, but it's not blocked everywhere. It's only a partial block. It's kind of interesting. But I feel like usually the partial blocks haven't been in America. So usually you can still view the reaction streams in America after they're done. But I guess it's, you know, this one actually got blocked in the US. So that's different.
I dream.
All right. I know Dune Awakening's probably not everybody's cup of tea, but man, I'm loving this game. I mean, I've put so many hours into this. Not even, honestly, half the hours I put into this game haven't been streamed. Half the hours I put into this game have been off stream. Just me logging in, you know, doing a couple things, logging out. I mean, I logged in this morning before work and did a couple things. So one of the things I did was I got a bunch of blood to purify, and I also put a bunch of filters up on my wind trap. That sounds dirty or something. I got some filters on my wind trap. So that I can harvest some water while I was off stream. Whoa. Now, what was that? Okay. Crimson Knights, this is what we're gonna do. We are going to get over there, and we're gonna get some spice. Let's go get some spice real quick. Oh my gosh. Oh! That was crazy. Let's try to get over there and get some spice. I saw the explosion over here. Oh, look, somebody's already over here harvesting. Dang it. Alright, well, maybe the worm will go after that dude. Let's get some spice. Alright, it's time to go. That's a big boy. Let's get the heck out of here, man. And then Sabi said, who is Ozzy? Ozzy Osbourne is a very famous, like, rock and roll, hard rock musician. Guess he's from the UK, but I mean, very famous in the States, right? If I'm not mistaken. Alright, now this will be interesting. How much spice did I just get? That was only 287. All right, so that wasn't a ton. It's not like that was a ton, but it was something. All right, let's drink some water. Drink a bunch of water. All my stuff is getting kind of like worn down, so that could become an issue. What is this? That's an MK3 Mark III. How about these? This is a Mark V shield? Hold on. What do I currently have on? I have a Mark III shield on. Let's put the Mark V on. Why am I... If I got a Mark V, why am I running around with a Mark III on? Okay, and then... Power pack wise, this is a Mark III. Okay. Let's just go up here real quick. I want to see if we have power packs in here. Do we have, what's like any good power packs? Those are all Mark III power packs. So I don't think I have any other power packs. This is a Mark IV power pack. Got a full suspensor belt, so okay. They always called him the Dark Knight, says Leah. Sabi's wondering when we're going to do some Final Fantasy XIV. I'd love to see that. All right, Crimson Knights. So I harvested some of this spice out here. That's cool. Whatever. All right, now look what popped up, though. The Cave of the Lost Pilgrim is showing up as purple, which I think means it is the third trial. So let's go do the third trial, Crimson Knights. Let's go do it. And actually, hold on. Let's offload some stuff, though. Like, I feel like radiation suit I don't really need. Let's just refuel. Okay. Binoculars, I feel like I don't need that. I don't need the construction tool right now. All right, so that'll free up a bunch of slots for me. And a little bit of weight. Shut up, worm! Calm down, worm! All right. Here we go. We're gonna try to get over to the third trial of Akul. The third question. But yeah, I would love to get into some Final Fantasy XIV, but I do want to kind of finish, like, again, the meat of this game, and I want to finish Expedition 33. Then I think we'll kind of just see how much time we have left before other games come out. By the way, speaking of other games coming out, Crimson Knights, Battlefield 6 dropped a trailer today. Battlefield 6 dropped a trailer today. Looks, you know, looks like Battlefield, but it looks real good. And Citrian actually sent the trailer to me, which to me indicates that, you know, you might be interested in playing some Battlefield together, which would be a lot of fun. Nice little change from, relative change from Warzone. All right, so here's the Cave of the Lost Pilgrim. See if anybody's in here. They are. Dang. I would say I'm overpowered for this area. I'm not mad about it, though. Can I has your blood? Sabi said, Crimson, breaking news. Breaking news. Said, Microsoft is backing out from $80 game price tags. They'll stick to $70. Cough, Nintendo, cough. Wait, so what were they gonna do? Like, for future games, Microsoft was gonna be charging $80? Is that, and now they're not gonna do that? Because of Nintendo Switch 2? Where's this go? Let's see if this backtracks where this goes. trying to kill me. All right, yeah, so this just comes over here. Nintendo is sticking to the $80 price tag. Gotcha. So they're actually going to be beating Nintendo's prices at $70. I gotcha. Well, I'll end up paying $150 for GTA 6 probably. Let's listen to this.
Another altar destroyed by the Emperor's zealous dogs.
Wait, is this the fourth
So
trial?
much wasted in the pursuit of this pogrom. So much lost. This altar seemed to depict Fremen being separated from their families. Enslaved? I could only decipher a few words. Slave cribs, Hajj, and oddly enough, the name of a planet. Tikise.
Welcome to the Crimson Knights. Dogpool, thank you so much for 6 months of tier 1 subscription over on Twitch. Dude, thank you so much, Dogpool. Appreciate you. Also, hi, good to see you tonight. Get some GGs, some moons in the chat, some love in the chat for Dogpool supporting the channel. Thank you so much, Dogpool, over on Twitch. Appreciate you, man. And absolutely, Sabi. Rockstar for GTA 6 is basically going to be able to charge whatever they want. And they're going to make billions of dollars. They're going to make billions of dollars in the first month. Alright, so I'm a little confused. Was that the trial, just finding this cave?
And his name is John C.
Y'all going crazy with these sounds, huh? All right, since we're here, we might as well go up here, get to Flat Rock Outpost, and get some intel up there. So let's go do that. Dogpool said, I've seen Microsoft backed off for $80 games. That's what Sabi was just saying. He was saying Microsoft backed off, and I was saying I'm still going to end up paying, you know, $150 for GTA 6. Because they can charge whatever they want, and I'm going to pay it. Uh-oh. Thank you for your blood. Yeah, I think GTA 6 is definitely going to make billions of dollars in the first month. They're going to make bank. And they've spent a lot of money on their game. But they're going to make a profit. Don't worry about them. The tip. Just the tip. Now I tripped that? That's kind of weird. Dogpool says, it sounds like if you want 60 FPS, you need a PS5 Pro. I don't know, man. I mean, the PS5 Pro just doesn't really feel like it's worth it. For how expensive it is, it doesn't feel like you really get the... as much of a bang for your buck as I would want, at least. Leah said, everyone, I got a problem on Messenger. One of my Williams syndrome friends contacted me, needs my help, so I'll be back as soon as I can. All right. Sounds good, Leah. At first, I thought you were going to say you had, like, basically somebody scamming you. I got a problem on Messenger. Somebody really needs my help. It's a Ethiopian prince. They just need me to wire them some money. Is this all the way up here? This doesn't seem right. Something up here? No, it's got to be that. That's got to be the outpost right there. There's dead people up here, though. Okay. Guess I'll take that. Yeah. Sabi said, I love in this game how you can grapple, climb, and have powers. They did a great job with, like, mobility in this game, for sure. Ow. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Anyone else? That person didn't load. Still gonna kill them. They'll never load now. Alright, here we go. Oh. Why's this guy looking straight at me? Alright, let's just jump down. Here we go. Touring the Gap, journey complete, huh? These guys are kind of weak for me now. I'm rolling right through these people. Let's see what we got. Anything good? You got anything good here? We'll drink some water. Get a health pack. There's the intel we want. What do we got in here? Bunch of stuff. All right, good, good, good. Sabi said, Crimson, I gotta say, Jason is so beautiful of a male. Lucia probably became every GTA fan crush at this point. Me too. We're full on blood, by the way. I filled up all my packs, so we can't get any more for this run. No more blood. Don't get greedy. So I don't really need any more darts. Like I probably have. I'm already probably carrying too many darts. Like I don't need that. We don't need a bunch of darts. We just got so many darts. I'm not complaining about it, but I a little bit am complaining about it. All right, now, will I take this block of fuel cells? Yes, I will. Will I harvest it extremely inefficiently? like I've never aimed before, yes, I'll also do that. All right. I think that's everything. That's this whole site, right? Very good, very good. Dogpool said they also made Conan, but in Conan you could have slaves. I never played that game. Obviously, in the lore of this game, there's a lot of slavery and everything, and it's exploring all of that. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess I did the trial? Like, was that like, if that was the third trial, that was kind of lame, right? I thought that the third trial was going to be, like, a whole thing. Apparently it's not. I don't know. Unless I missed something here. I don't think I missed something. Let's go return all this stuff to our base, and then let's go turn in... Well, actually, we could probably do another like side quest type of deal, and then turn in some of our quests to like get the, you know, get the rewards. So... Alright, did I accidentally put anything that I needed? Yes. Okay, that didn't really work out how I wanted. Give me all my stuff back! That was dumb. I did quick deposit, and now I lost all my stuff. Well, I didn't lose it, but now I gotta find where all my stuff went. I think this was it. There's a welding torch. Let's take this thing. What else? What else did I accidentally put away? Oh, all my darts. I need all my darts. Darts, welding torch. Anything else? I'll take back the construction tool, binoculars, and radiation suit. I'll take all that back. I feel like I accidentally deposited one more thing. So what was it, though? That's the question. Maybe not? I don't know. Dogpool said, so with the temp, does the copter get too hot and die? I don't know if it seems like there must be some sort of like overheating possibility or component for vehicles. Obviously, part of it is, I think, the hotter it is, the quicker that you, lose your water level. And the quicker you can become like overheated. So for your physical body, there's a definite effect from the heat, and I think it seems like there is also an effect of the temperature on your vehicle, like possibly overheating. But I haven't really experienced that yet. I haven't seen the vehicle overheat yet, so I don't know. I haven't actually seen it happen. Let's see how much money we got right now. All right, we're coming up on 250,000 Solari. We can make a bunch more aluminum ingots. So we're making a bunch of aluminum ingots, and then ultimately we're trying to make duraluminum. And then if you look at this on utilities, two things that we could really, that could be really useful for us. One is the directional wind turbine, which takes a good bit of material to make, as you can see. But it produces 350 electricity for us. So that's huge. And then the other thing that would be nice to make is the large wind trap, which again is very expensive to make, but presumably can refine or trap a whole lot more moisture out of the air and kind of make a whole lot more water for us. And then we could also make a medium chemical refinery. I already made a spice refinery. That's what's right there. I don't have a medium chemical refinery. Now, I'm not sure if you make a medium chemical refinery, if there's new things that you can make. But you can see, like, the small chemical refinery only costs 15 power. The medium chemical refinery costs 350. So really, it would take an entire directional wind turbine just to power the medium chemical refinery, and that's all it could do. Another thing that would be nice to make is a large water cistern so that we can store more water. So for all the things that I just said, we need a bunch of duraluminum ingots. We need silicone blocks. As you can see, the medium chemical refinery requires 35 spice melange, which that requires a whole lot more water, because look, to make one spice melange costs 750 water and 100 sand. So right now, from the spice sand that I have, I can only make 8 more spice melange, and I've made a couple. Right now I have 8, and I could make 8 more, but that's it. Like, spice is very rare. It's tough to get. We haven't even gone out to the deep desert yet, so. All right, so with all that said, like, let's just see if we see any other purple, like, caves or anything on the map. Just look around the map a little bit here. So I don't see any other purple things. Like, I see this Cave of the Lost Pilgrim. I feel like we did what we were supposed to do there. Dogpool said rob someone. I haven't really gone to an area where I could rob someone, but the problem is, as a solo player, I'm at a huge disadvantage. Like, if I try to get into the PvP as a solo player, I think I'm gonna get absolutely wrecked. Here's Helios Gate. I don't know what Helios Gate is, but it'd be good for us to try visiting that. But Let's see. Paper trail. Investigate the runaway base. Maybe we can go try to do that. Let's go do that. Paper trail. Let's try to go do... another little side quest. It seriously is so nice to be able to just fly around the map, fly over a lot of these, you know, quicksand and other hazards that we would otherwise encounter. Ah, we ran into the wall, dang it. Another thing that we could build is a better ornithopter. Like, we could actually try to have a second ornithopter. Have a better one. Do an assault ornithopter. Could be kind of cool to have that. But again, that would be, like, expensive. What the heck? Please don't fall down the cliff, dude. Sheesh. All right, let's just snipe everybody. Everybody's just looking up. There's like, I guess there's nothing we can do about this except just take it in the face. There's nothing that can be done. We're just gonna have to take it to the face, dude. So now there's just this dude. I think these darts are getting through. Welcome back, Leah. How's it going? Alright, I don't know. I guess we just gotta go kill this guy. Alright, here we go. I came down. He's dead. Okay. Everything alright? Everything okay with your friend? She said it's going great, so good. I need your water. So like I said, I've been listening to Dune, the Dune novel, on audiobook. Been enjoying that a lot. And Are you kidding me? I wasn't paying attention. Now I gotta kill all you fools. I guess I need to heal up a little bit. Have fun with that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was close. All right. I don't think they're all dead. But most of them are dead. I can't believe that I let myself get caught by that. I just wasn't paying attention. All right, we gotta go kill that dude as well. Could you please eat that? All right. We're now full on blood again. Leia said, yeah, everything's fine. She just wanted to talk. I told her I'll contact her after I got off your live stream. She said, okay. She just wanted to talk to me. I told her, well, I haven't seen you lately, so I said she hasn't been streaming the last couple of days, so I told her I was over here moderating. She said, okay, contact me when she gets off, and I said I would. All right. Very reasonable exchange. Quite. Dead guy. Cluttered crate. The crate contains an empty backpack matching the one Samo Barris was last seen wearing. A crudely scribbled note labels it Mullah candidate Alda X804 Jabal Ifrit. We'll drink that water. All right. So now what? Investigate the runaway base. So there's still other stuff. All right, so let's go to Journey. Which one am I doing right here? Investigate the runaway base. Oh, it must be this. All right, so let's track this one. All right, so where do I need to be exactly? Something... Okay, now read this. The ledger lists Mullah candidate Samo sorting code Alda X804 as sent for sorting. Now it says enter the sorting center within the testing station. So how far is that? Oh, that's all the way over here. I have cleared this site before, by the way. Yeah, the movement in this game is well done. Dogpool, are you serious? You've never seen South Park? I feel like that's a show that you would definitely have seen. I've watched some of it, but when it was out, I really wasn't into it when it was out. I feel like if I saw it now, like if I'd first seen it now, I would find it more funny and interesting. But at the time when it was out and just the age and life stage and everything I was in, I was like, I don't like that show. But now I see clips, I'm like, oh, that's probably pretty hilarious. Well, I'm surprised, Dogpool. I would have thought that that's a show that you'd have definitely seen. That feels like a very Dogpool type of show. Leia said the moon is absolutely breathtaking, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, the even though it's like kind of a desolate, you know, desert, you get very beautiful scenes in this game. All right, we'll protect our... We'll protect our ornithopter by recalling it. And now we're gonna try to infiltrate this testing station. Here we go, Crimson Knights. I can't believe I hit that, like, chain.
They're here!
Oh, this is the whole testing station here, though, actually. Oh, shoot. That's the testing station. This thing here, what is this? This is like a whole base. I haven't gotten the intel here, so I guess let's do it.
Someone's here. I require backup. Yeah!
I'm getting lots of fuel cells, which is good because when all of my generators were destroyed, I lost a ton of fuel cells, which was super frustrating because I had spent a good bit of time like just focusing on collecting fuel cells. So that I had a nice stockpile, you know what I mean?
Where's my reinforcements?
Why are there 3 of these dudes?
Empty! Kill them all!
Oh, now you can't get me. Still can't get me. He's dead. All right, we're now level 105, Crimson Knights. Oh my gosh, there's fourth one?
Shields up.
Remember when these guys were like so OP to me, I could barely take them on? Now I just killed 4 of them. I mean, that's pretty crazy. All right, what should I drop here? Let's drop this, this, this. Take those. Now let's go up here.
Attention. Briggs and Molander have been sent to the slave pits, each with a dozen inkvine lashes to speed them on their way. Let this be a lesson to you all. We make examples out of a select few slaves when needed, but only when we have orders from above. We are here to do a job. The captives are not your personal playthings. Anyone who doesn't understand that will join those 2 in the pits.
All right. Realistically, we're going to have to make a trip. We're going to have to make a trip, Crimson Knights. Let's do this. Get our vehicle out here if we can. Put the ornithopter here. And then let's just put a bunch of stuff in here. All right. Let's fuel up. Dogpool said adult brain rot equals the Dogpool show. Dude, my favorite show was Family Guy, dude. That was my adult brain rot. I loved Family Guy. Family Guy is just like random humor. It's almost like, I was thinking about it, like Family Guy is almost like TikTok, where it's just like you're moving from bit to bit and it's all unrelated, you know? It's just like this stream of consciousness thing. All right, we're getting lots of good stuff. We just got 10 intel points here. All right, we're just gonna have to come back here, though. We'll come back. Let's go to base. Leia said, what exactly can you do with the spice? Do you make things with the spice, or do you eat it? Yes. Yeah, so you can craft different like fabricators and refineries and things like that using spice. You can make different like meals and drinks and things using spice. You can refine and sell spice. So all sorts of stuff that you can do with spice. The spice infused gears, like all the best stuff. And so people have some pretty cool and extensive bases out here. I want to get that next level of like building material stuff, because people have some really cool looking bases using whatever that next set of building stuff is. I don't have it, but it looks really cool. And it looks the most Dune-like and, like, fits the game the best. Alright, so what do we have here? Just try to offload a bunch of stuff. Like that. That was another huge spice explosion. Alright, let's do this. Let's again put our compactor on. Let's go get some more spice, Crimson Knights. You ready? So, depending on where this was, this could be dangerous if it's in the middle of these quicksand pits. Let's go look. Alright, it looks like it's just past the quicksand. Look at this guy's base, though. Oh my gosh. Look how extensive this base is. Let's get ourselves some spice, Crimson Knights. Turn off the shield because, one, I forgot I still had it on, but two, that like really attracts the worms. That worm is coming. It's awkward. Is that worm coming over here? I don't know. Oh, shoot. It's like here, huh? Okay, just went right by. I don't know. Whew. That scared the crap out of me. I was like, if a worm is coming over here and it didn't give me like kind of the warning that it's here, and then I just get eaten by a worm, that would be a rage quit, probably. That would most likely be a rage quit for me. All right, we just got 428 spice. That's awesome. All right, let's actually put the binocs and the radiation suit back. I'll keep this on me. Actually, we'll put the construction tool away. All right. I guess I could use some welding material. That would probably be smart to have on me. Is it in any of these chests? Yeah, wait. Yes. There it is. Perfect, perfect. Alright, let's deposit a bunch of blood. Good. Alright, I won't bring this sack with me because it's full. But this looks good. Alright. So what we're gonna do is, Crimson Knights... Actually, first, let's look at, what could we research here? What would be good? What would be good to have? Like, the next level of stuff takes plastanium, which we can't even get right now. Alright, it'd be worth researching the Holtzman Shield Mark V, so let's research that. We could get different adept gear here, so it's gonna be stronger. We already did Jabal and Karpov, which are kind of my favorites, as well as the adept sword. All right, what else? What else we got? Duraluminum. We can do the Power Pack Mark V. All right, so let's unlock that. Then again, we're into plastanium here. This all just takes plastanium, which I can't make because I have not found any titanium. So, let's do iodine pill. I haven't found any agave seeds, but if we find those, then that could help with radiation exposure. You know, reduce that. Buggy Mark V assembly. I guess we might as well unlock that. Buggy Cutter Mark V. Buggy rocket launcher. That's kind of crazy. Scout Ornithopter thruster. Make a fast one. Buggy storage Mark V. The next, we can make an assault ornithopter Mark V, so we can do that using duraluminum.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Heal kit Mark VI, we can unlock that. I don't really use the heal kits though, that's the thing. This stuff all takes plastanium, which again I don't have. You can get a missile launcher, that's cool. And then skills, I don't think I can unlock anything else really. That's Swordmaster. Trooper. Scientist. Alright, let's look. Where's this system coming in?
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, there it is, down here. Now, let's see. Is it going to stay down here, or is it going to kind of sweep up? Probably I don't really need to wait for it. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go back to here. You can see there's the giant sandstorm out there. We're not concerned. Pretty cool that in the first hour of the stream we actually had 2 spice geysers. And we got to harvest a bunch of spice just randomly. See, that's part of why the location that we have for our base is pretty nice, because we've got good access to a variety of different materials, including spice geysers that pop up, including ships that get shot down in the desert right there. So it's a good location for those reasons. But I probably, at some point, would like to have, like, a far north base. But I think we need to figure out, like, where is titanium? That's the next frontier of materials that we need. Vehicle inventory not empty. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh. I'm an idiot, guys. I didn't empty the vehicle's inventory. Ugh. Are you kidding me? That was so dumb. I got distracted. I emptied my own inventory, but not the inventory of the vehicle, dude. At first, when it was saying vehicle inventory not empty, I thought it was saying that I had another vehicle in my, like, vehicle holder, and then I was like, okay, like, no, I don't. What it meant was the ornithopter is full of stuff. You can't... You're not going to be able to pick up the ornithopter when it's full of stuff. That was a little dumb mistake that's just wasting some time. Apologies for that, Crimson Knights. At some point, I gotta go through and consolidate all this, because this is a mess. For now, we'll just make do with that. Since we're back here, I might as well see if I can deposit some more blood. Alright. We deposited all that blood. I think we're still good on the durability of things to get through this testing station. See, like, it does show the temperature off to the right side. That's what that whole gauge is. But I've never seen the temperature get high, even when it says it's hotter outside. Like, I've never seen that really become a factor. I don't know if that's more of like a deep desert thing or when that becomes a real issue. Looking at this, it looks like my wings are starting to turn red. So the wings are kind of taking a beating. So much, dude. All right, Crimsonites, here we go. We're going into this testing station. Uncover Samo's current location. Oh, nice. We'll get the blood. Get the blood early. Oh, shoot. Where the heck did you come from? This thing's durability is getting pretty low. Now, I never know which way to go. Like, which way is the dead end? Which way is the, you know, continuation? I'm thinking this is the dead end side, so let's see.
Shielding.
What? Oh, I'm in trouble now. Now I'm stuck in here. Sheesh. Access granted. There we go. Leia said, what do you actually do with the blood? All right, so what I do is I suck the blood up out of people. I put them in these sacks. So I have their blood in these sacks. Then what happens is I take the blood back to my base and I deposit it in that blood purifier machine. And what that does is it, you know, basically distills the water, purifies the water out of the blood so that I get water from their blood. And, you know, water is like the most precious commodity in Dune. Slaver heavy helmet I just got. So water is such a precious commodity that, you know, you take it from your dead. You take it from the dead. Purify it out. And all of that is from, like, you know, it's from the lore of the books. So it's very accurate to what was in the books. Killed him through the bubble. Oh, what's this? Aldax 804, shipped to Neo Carthag. Alright, so that completes the paper trail. Now we gotta call Tarek Barris. Okay. Apparently you can even call people on the Communinet, like, from right here. All right. We'll make the call once we get out of here, I think. We're getting lots of good loot. There's always real good loot. In fact, I'm hoping for even better loot in this place by the time all is said and done.
Reveal yourself. Shield on.
Oh, dang. Never cross me. May your blades chip and shatter. Says, sure does seem like it. Looks like this one's going by the books. Yes and no. So, what's interesting about this game, what I actually really like that they did with this game, is that they basically like took all of the base lore and kind of foundational stuff, but then acted like what happened in the books didn't happen, and that things went in a different direction. So this game sort of imagines what would have happened if what happened in the books didn't happen, and the whole, you know, everything went in a different direction. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was expecting kind of better loot down here. Did I miss something? I don't think I missed anything, but I don't know. I thought that there would be better loot. I guess not, though. I guess that's that. Alright, so let's see, like, can we... How do you call the Communinet? This? Communinet. Different radio stations. Exclusive vehicle import rights. A new decree has been issued. How do I call Tarek Baris? Contact issuer. At last, those records included entry for Samo. I'd almost given up hope, but the record states that she was sent to Neo-Carthag. This is devastating news. Neo-Carthag is a place that chews up people and spits out corpses. My heart breaks to think of my sister in that place. But thanks to you, we now know where to look. The slaver operation is filled with corruption. Perhaps a suitable bribe can still save her. It's my turn now to act. Thank you for all you've done. May blessings follow you, and may we meet again one day. Infiltrate and neutralize. Finding Samo contract chain completed. We got a little trophy for that. Leveled up. I don't know if we got anything for it, though. Might as well grab a bunch of aluminum ore, or sorry, carbon ore, since we're out here. I'll also take fuel cells. We'll also accept payment in the form of fuel cells. Alright. Let's just get out of here. I think we'll just go back to base from here. Drop off a bunch of stuff. Deliver Yang's ID. All right, well, we could go do that. Let's go turn in this other side quest real quick. It's not really on the way, but it's closer now than if we went back to base. By the way, for Leah and Bry, I tentatively scheduled both of your sub nights. So that is a... Look, there's another ornithopter right here. I think that's another player. So that is a GTA Online sub night, as well as a Fortnite sub night, both scheduled. And then, you know, obviously, if those nights don't work for you guys for whatever reason, just let me know.
We meet again.
All right, complete the contract. I have Trenton Yang's IDs. My condolences.
Let me see. They belong to the informant you were sent to meet. This blasted war of skullduggery. Trenton was innocent. Sometimes I wonder if... No, forget it.
Forget what? Tell me.
The War of Assassins takes a toll. Something more than blood. Sometimes I think we own... It's best left unsaid. Good work.
Forgive my boldness, but your ideals seem so strong yet beaten down. What's next? All right, let me say the boldness thing.
Am I so transparent? That can't be a good trait for spycraft. You're right, of course. This War of Assassins is a war of attrition and tiny bites.
How so?
I leapt into it with so much fervor. To answer the call of Duke Leto. To go into battle side by side with Duncan Idaho and Gurney Halleck. Glorious.
Those are all characters from
But
the
that
original
wasn't
books.
reality. No battle to end all battles. Just this endless cold war in this hot hell. I thirst not for water, but righteousness. The worst part? The Harkonnens thrive in this. Treachery feeds them. Little by little, we diminish, and the only way out is to be like the enemy.
We must retain who we are, even if it means death. That's victory enough.
Yes, that is a victory of a kind. Maybe the only victory that truly matters. Thank you. Enough sad philosophy and navel-gazing banter. There's work to do.
All right, what's next?
We've located some of the deserters connected to the ambush. There's a rumored sickness spreading among them. Details are vague, yet frightening.
The Price of Betrayal, issued by Lieutenant Anton Tolliver. There are rumors of an ill-boding sickness spreading among the deserters in Haga Rift. As we have some contacts throughout the area, I'm beginning to fear for their safety. I need you to investigate. Find the deserters, draw some of their blood, and run it through an analyzer. There should be a console at one of their camps. I'll look into it.
Hope you're not squeamish. I need you to draw blood from the deserters. There should be a console at the camp. Use it to analyze the blood samples.
Yes, sir. All right, so recovered honor is complete. Now we're up to level 107. Monster slaying, strike at the heart. The slavers in Jabal Ifrit work for House Halil. Their leader, the vile Dragomir Halil, sits safely in Harko village, protected by the Harkonnen. But his son Kunladi is running field operations from the large base at the hand of Kadir. It will be very dangerous, but removing Kunladi would strike a heavy blow against the entire slaver operation. And if that evil old man in Harko sheds a tear for the loss of his son, so much the better. Contact the issuer. All right, we already did this. We've accomplished much, you and I. The slavers will rebuild, no doubt of that. There's never a lack of brutish men willing to sell their humanity for a few Solaris and the illusion of power. But perhaps the monster that haunts my dreams is finally slain. I will leave this area, go somewhere else. Maybe the smugglers need someone somewhere out in the deep desert, hunting spice. That sounds like freedom. Perhaps I'll see you there. Silver or steel trophy earned. Complete monster slaying contract chain. Slaver heavy gauntlets customization obtained. All right, now let's go back to base. How's it going out there, Crimson Knights? Anybody got any good plans for the weekend coming up? I got a bunch of events and stuff. I'm thinking I might like to get crabs again. Do some steamed crabs. Oh man, you can see the worm out there in the desert like big time. Ooh, look at this. Shadrath's Edge. That looks pretty nice. And we got a handheld life scanner Mark III. Specializes in only detecting the living. Interesting. I have 19,000 now. 19,000 Solaris from that. That's pretty significant. So that being the case, I need to open up another slot here. Yeah, I really need to take some time to like organize all this. It's a mess. Leah said, not this weekend, but next weekend I do. My stepsister and her daughter are coming in from Texas on Friday of next week, and they're staying a couple days. That's nice, Leah. You guys doing anything special while they're staying, or just kind of hanging out? So, by the way, this is my blood purifier. So I put the blood out of the blood sack that I got from, you know, deceased enemies, and I put it into the blood purifier, and the blood purifier processes and purifies the blood down into water that I can then drink. I can use it in the processing of materials and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we do with the blood. It's an extremely valuable resource. Oh, you know what? Let's go get... I now have like 200 and almost 75,000 Solaris. I've got a lot. All right. So we still, in order to make a large wind trap, we still need 120 silicone blocks, and we need 90 more duraluminum ingots. So I can make 69 more duraluminum ingots. I'm probably limited by my jasmium, so I'm gonna need more jasmium. Yeah. Alright, so we might have to make a jasmium run. All right, why don't we go, let's go visit the Helios Gate. I'm curious to see what's up there. And then I do wonder, like, making... Where do I make the blood extractor? So this is a blood extractor Mark 4. This would take 25 aluminum ingots, 5 industrial pumps. It might be worth like making a new one as opposed to repairing this at this point. Leah said, I don't know what we're going to be doing yet, but still in the plan making. Yeah, that's fine. You know? I'm not trying to put pressure on. I'm just asking because I want to know what you guys are up to. Alright, let's try now doing a little bit of repair work here. My wings are taking a beating. At some point, it might be worth me trying to just have the materials ready, you know, should I need them. Whoops. To make some new wings or something like that. So let's go to this Helios base out here, which we've never been to, but I've seen it up here on the hill. We haven't visited it for whatever reason, so I don't know if it's like hostile, but it seems like it might be some kind of base that we can actually visit. Looks really cool. And look, right here, it's got an ornithopter, cool ornithopter out on the balcony there, so that's pretty cool. Oh. It won't let me, I guess I'm too close to that zone, so it won't let me pull out my anything. I won't let me pull out this vehicle thing, so we got our vehicle stored, good. That guy's just standing there like this. What is this? Is this, sort of base? New contracts, okay. Payload, find the Electo, issued by Captain Donnell Firth. We have identified several aircraft components sold on the black market as having come from the Electo, a vessel we believe destroyed in battle. However, the size and condition of the recovered mechanisms are inconsistent with catastrophic high-altitude destruction. This is concerning, as the Electo was known to be carrying very sensitive equipment. Air Recon's reported a wreck on the shield wall that could be the Electo. I want you to head up there and see if you can confirm this. Pack a scanner, you'll need it. We'll accept. The Tisiphone, long overdue. Issued by Captain Donnell Firth. One of our surveillance craft, the Tisiphone, is overdue. The ship was running under radio silence, so her status and position were unknown. The only thing we have to go on was her mission orders, scouting for covert Harkonnen operations in Jabal Ifrit. Your task is to search the region for any sign of the Tisiphone. We must know what happened to the ship and her crew. The Absent Colonel, seeking intent. Issued by Captain Donnell Firth. Colonel Ruben Voldero, the commanding officer of the 366th Line Battalion, failed to arrive at a scheduled strategy conference in Arakeen. We want you to help locate him. Voldero has an impeccable record, but we have recent reports of eccentric behavior. Our mentats are concerned he may be trying to defect. He was last seen making an unauthorized inspection of the western approaches to the rift. You should begin by searching his personal quarters here at Helios Gate for any clues to his erratic actions. This chain will award a unique weapon at the end. Okay. So that's the one we want to do, though. So let's see. Trade post. Helios Gate. Let's track... No. Absent Colonel, let's track that one. Then let's talk to this girl.
I see you have the accreditation needed to view my wares.
Atreides Steward. All right, what do you have to sell? Focus, buddy. Buggy cut array, Mark 5. All right, but apparently I got to level up to get all this other stuff. Scout Ornithopter Cockpit, Mark 4. These look cool. It's like a better looking stuff, and then you can also get like different color swatches and things like that. So this is unlocked. Atreides color swatch for ground vehicles, sandbike variant, Atreides Stronghold for 80k. All right, so I need to come back here with some serious money. What else are we gonna spend it on, you know? So let's come back here with some money. Sister Mesa.
Something in your body language and vibration sets you apart from anyone else I've seen of
Is this a Bene Gesserit?
An interruption in the rhythmic breath of Arrakis.
Who are you?
I am Sister Mesa.
Are you Bene Gesserit?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
Nothing I'll elaborate on. Not to you. Not yet. But I can offer some insights into their storied abilities.
Okay. Do you work for the Atreides?
As a guard, do you suppose? Or a groundskeeper? No. My proximity to their fortress denotes no alliance, loyalty, or employment.
Then why are you here?
I am in hiding. Circumstance dictates I keep a low profile in this place on which the universe will soon turn.
What do you mean, this place on which the universe will soon turn?
The pendulum swings, and it swings from this fulcrum, this planet.
Okay, well, what can you tell me about the area?
I'd say this is the safest spot for quite a distance in every direction. Sandflies to the west, and slavers all around.
Sandflies, who are they?
Traitorous Dunemen. It's true their lot was a hard one, but they imagined to choose their fate. Ridiculous. Their place in the Imperium was an honor.
Easy talk when you stand atop us bottom folk. Sucks to the status quo.
As delusional as the buzzing sandflies, mayhaps we can direct that delusion to better use.
Do the sandflies ever come this far east?
Rarely. But if you intend to travel around, be well prepared for battle. You might want to equip yourself with some weapons and ammunition.
Yeah, it's a bit late in the game to be suggesting that to me. Okay, I figured that part out. Where else can I go?
To the north you will find a trade post, Pinnacle Station. There is another trade post further away to the west of here. Follow the edge of the desert and you will not miss it. But be warned. I've heard rumors of raving fanatics out west.
I wish to learn the Bene Gesserit arts from you.
Then perhaps you'll be willing to help me. I'm forced to remain here for the moment, but there is a task I need to see done.
The missing pieces issued by Sister Mesa. For years, I've been gathering ancient texts detailing the prophecies of the Missionaria Protectiva here on Arrakis. I'm still missing some key pieces, but I believe I now know where they may be found. I need you to recover them for me. Search for them amid the abandoned Fremen ruins in the Odom region. The Missionaria Protectiva is also from the book.
I'm interested in texts regarding certain ancient prophecies of the Fremen. 2 fragments in particular. They may be in a nearby cave.
All right. I'm excited. That'll unlock the Bene Gesserit skill tree. So another thing we can spend some points on, you know, some skill points. All right, House Rachase representative.
I greet you on behalf
Asher
of House
Vandor.
Rachise.
Rachise. Tell me about yourself.
I am Asher Vandor, scion of the minor house of Vandor. I serve the Landsrat envoys of our liege house of Rashiz here on Arrakis.
Tell me more about your family in House Vandor.
We serve House Rashiz by running its Highliner shipyards. We take pride in doing our part to ensure interstellar travel and connectivity.
What brings you to the stronghold of the Atreides specifically?
House Rashiz knows what it is to gain and lose Arrakis. We might have some valuable insights to offer the Atreides.
Tell me more about House Rashiz.
House Rashiz lives by our words. Technology under faith. We're famed for building Highliner interplanetary transporters. Perhaps our crowning achievement is the use of reflective mirrors to make miniaturized power chips used throughout the Imperium.
I hear tell your labor force is none too happy right now.
A momentary complication, I assure you.
Tell me more about the Tell me more about the history of House Rashiz.
To be honest, our history is, in part, a cautionary tale of how quickly great houses can rise and fall. I warn you, though, it is long and winding.
All right, well, I'd still like to hear it.
After the Great Purge, the Rashizian people inherited a blighted and depleted planet. Within a century, we rose to power, revitalized our planet. We embraced technology, depended on our machines. Our mastery of miniaturization set our path as the primary distributor of Highliners. Having impressed the Emperor, House Rashiz was granted the Siridar governorship of Arrakis.
What happened next?
Jealousy poisoned our rival houses, most notably House Vernius. They moved against Rashizian interests. Through a series of setbacks, we lost our exclusive Highliner contract with the Spacing Guild. Then, we lost control of Arrakis. During the Great Spice War, Emperor Shaddam IV destroyed Rashiz's artificial moon. Calamity upon calamity. But we've made great strides since then. We continue to embrace technology as our means of salvation. The future is ever brighter.
That's kind of crazy. One, they had an artificial moon, which means they made a moon. Two, somebody destroyed that moon. That's crazy. We're going to get the moon. The moon. Who are you?
I'm afraid the lines of our probabilities
Andrea
do not
Ganon.
intertwine. At least, not yet.
All right. So I could revisit her later, perhaps. I don't know. This is a pretty cool view. My house is right there. But this whole complex is just crazy. That is a massive complex that those guys have built. We've kind of been able to watch it develop over the past couple weeks. Oh, who are you?
I don't think I know you.
This is Duncan, Idaho?
Just the same.
That's awesome. This is Duncan, Idaho, the famous Duncan, Idaho.
Godspeed.
Goodbye. Doesn't seem like I can get in there, so that's cut off. Here is a cool looking ornithopter. Wish I could steal it. Oh, look. Were these guys here before? I don't think so. Alright, here's the cool ornithopter that's out on this balcony. In some ways, these guys kind of remind me of the characters from Destiny, you know? Where am I trying to get to here? I guess I'm trying to get up. This probably won't let me up. Nope. Awesome. So now how do I get back up, dude? I jumped down and now I can't get up. I'm gonna have to jump off this cliff. That is crazy. Oh my gosh. Well, no. Okay, hold on. Maybe what I can do is we'll climb up this cliff. It's not letting me use my grapple hook, so I literally have to just climb. Let's come over here. House Vernius representative. Let's talk to this guy.
The frontier is a dangerous place,
Jason
stranger.
Vernius.
Have you come all this way for business with House Vernius?
Well, tell me about yourself.
Direct. An admirable trait. I am Jason Vernius of House Vernius. I am empowered by the Technocrat Council of Ix to oversee the machine world's business interests here on Arrakis.
What's the Technocrat Council?
Our great house has seen many conflicts over the centuries. Most recently, the Landsraad declared our Earl renegade for crimes he did not commit. Forced into exile, Earl Dominic and his family were hunted down and destroyed. In their absence, the Technocrat Council was formed to govern Ix.
Who controls Ix? This council or House Vernius?
While the Technocrat Council handles the day-to-day governance of Ix, it has no representation in the Landsraad, so its reach is limited. To have any interaction with the rest of the Imperium, the Council was forced to find another Vernius, no matter how far down the line of succession.
So who's in control?
That is yet to be determined.
How was House Vernius restored to the Landsraad?
After Earl Dominic and his family fled, our planet was invaded by the Bene Tlilax. Thus began a long, dark period in our history. A dark period that concluded only when the last remaining son of Earl Dominic returned, at the head of a great army. After liberating our homeworld, Romba Vernius was named Earl, and our great house was redeemed before the Landsraad and Emperor.
What crimes were they accused of?
It's always the same old fabrication. Ix engages in forbidden research and utilizes thinking machines to give them an advantage. A bold-faced lie.
So they're basically against, like, computers? You bear the same name as your great house.
Yes, Earl Dominic was my grandfather, even if the Regis Familia fails to entirely recognize that fact.
There must be some test that can prove your blood.
My relation to the Earl is not in question. It's the nature of that relationship that is. You see, my father is a bastard, sired by Earl Dominic on one of his military campaigns abroad.
Did you ever meet the Earl?
No. He ensured we were cared for and educated as highborns, but meeting the family was never in the cards.
Are there any other living descendants of the Earl?
Well, as it happens, the last known direct descendant of the Earl was sighted right here on Arrakis, before disappearing entirely.
Who's that?
He's known as Bronzo Vernius, and truthfully, finding him played a large part in my decision to come to this desolate place. I can't shake the feeling that he's out there somewhere, although I'm not even sure I would recognize him if he stood standing beside me.
Either that or he came out here to kill him.
This place does change you.
What are you doing here at Helios Gate?
Where else should we be? House Vernius shares a long and storied past with our Atreides allies, a relationship enduring to this day.
Tell me about House Vernius.
The history of our house stretches back to the ancient days of the Butlerian struggle. House Vernius has seen great heights and wearying lows.
Tell me about the ancient days.
In the days of the old empire, Ix was a rich world with deep mineral reserves. It was among the first planets to be enslaved by the thinking machines. For more than a century, our people was subjugated by the machine enemy and forced to construct their blasphemous Simek army.
It's like something from, like, Terminator. Wait, the Ixians were forced to build thinking machines?
It was a bleak time in our history, but we gained much understanding of technology during our time of bondage. And like Prometheus stealing fire from Olympus, it was powerful knowledge we would not soon forget.
Tell me about the wearying lows.
Our lowest point was the nearly 25-year-long occupation at the hands of the Bene Tlilax. Ix still hasn't fully recovered.
And the great heights?
After our deliverance from the thinking machines, it took our world many long years to recover. Our surface habitations were mostly abandoned as we retreated beneath the surface to rebuild.
I had heard the Ixians moved underground to conceal their continued study of forbidden technology.
Jealous lies. If we conceal anything, it's trade secrets that lesser great houses covet. Trade secrets our forefathers bought with blood. Trade secrets that helped usher in a new golden age for our world, as Ix became the preeminent technologists in the Imperium. Then my great house, House Vernius, helped steer it all.
Well, great job, my boy. To read this. Journal entry. I have served House Atreides for all my adult life, as did my father before me and his father before him. The day I was appointed colonel of the 366th Line was the proudest day of my life. What have I accomplished since then? I've led my men to their deaths. I've cost my duke unimaginable expenses in equipment and ammunition. The 366th is being reconstituted for the third time now. Of the people who came with me to Arrakis, only a small handful now remain. Of the people who replaced them, even fewer still live. I will not be part of yet another slaughter. They deserve someone new to lead them. My fight is done. Alright, so seems like he is deserting or even potentially killing himself. Oh, okay, then there's this. Seeking intent has been completed. Call Captain Donnell Firth in the communet? Yes. This certainly lends credence to the idea that Valdero intends to desert. It seems so unlike him, yet the evidence is clear. Colonel Valdero was in command of a failed attempt to push the Harkonnens out of the Haga Rift some time ago. I can't imagine why he would venture back there now without an escort. It's all highly suspicious. See if you can pick up his trail. Alright, Trail of Regrets. Leveled up again, and we got like 40 intel points for one leveling up. It's pretty good. Alright, so let's look at a map real quick. We can go finish up this one side contract and then maybe pick up the next. Oh, there it is. I was about to say that was pretty smooth. Then this happened. What is going on? Get me off this. Sheesh.
Still hanging around, are you?
Still alive, are you?
What's this guy got? He's got a lot, but really not too much that I really want or need. So, alright. So where am I supposed to turn this in?
Do you have business with me, your house, sir? I have no time.
Business? Deliver items. Chome Communinet receiver. And then Chome employee records. Contact the issuer. These do indeed appear to be the missing items. While I can understand why someone might steal a Communinet transceiver, I cannot fathom why anyone would go to such great lengths to steal personnel files. What possible use could these be to the undesirables lurking in the Haga Rift? Curious. All these employees are scheduled to transfer off planet soon. Well, I'm sure they'll be happy to know their departure won't be delayed by missing records. Chome thanks you for your efforts. So, the derelict spicing station has indeed been reoccupied. And by your description, the squatters can only be the renegade Dune men who call themselves Sandflies. Ha! What a fitting title they chose. Like their namesake, these Sandflies are small, annoying pests. But a pest may still bite. I need a better idea of what these Sandflies are capable of. I want you to engage them with lethal force. Let's see what sort of resistance they put up. Welcome back, Sabi. Alright, so now if we just go down here, we can follow the trail in the Haga Rift, it says. With my eye right now. Do I need a scanner for this? Oh, no. Read. Journal entry. This was my first mistake, to take an assembly position so close to a choke point. I did have a screening force that should have kept the Harkonnens from observing, but they probably just guessed where we were. Their artillery hit us just as we were preparing to move out. They inflicted casualties with no way for us to fight back, and they have the nerve of calling this observing the rights of Canley. Since we're here. Journal entry. This was my second mistake. I had expected short-range combat in the rift. The Harkonnens were sitting dug in the mining galleries, and we would have to clear them out room to room. So I ordered submachine guns and swords for the infantry. Should have read the map. The Harkonnens were waiting for us on the approach, and their long-range assault rifles took a terrible toll. By the time I'd managed to get the tanks up front, the Ornithopters had already managed to get into the rift and dig the Harkonnens out from close range. Should have ordered a sweep ahead of time, but felt that surprise was of the essence. So we're just following, like, a series of journal entries and sites of, like, this colonel's failures, basically. Doing well. Sabi, having fun. We're making a lot of progress in terms of exploration and, like, storyline in this game, which is nice. So try to focus this stream more on, like, story and side quests and main quests as opposed to, you know, just, underground. Oops. That was stupid. As opposed to just like harvesting materials and working on the base. So interesting. Seems like maybe we have to go down below. I'm not seeing a way in otherwise. Maybe I gotta go in here. This could take a little while. I trying to get to? Is it right here? Is there something like right here? Ah, yes. I missed it. There's a book. Journal entry. This was my third mistake. An obstacle not covered by fire is useless. And of course, the Harkonnens knew this as well. So they had their ambush well prepared, hitting us from all sides while my engineers labored to clear the barricades. I lost them all. I failed my mission and my people. This is as far as we got. This is as far as I go. Alright, so now we can, like, contact the issuer, I guess. Ah, okay, so you can, like... So, Voldero's tormented by survivor's guilt. You'd think the psych mentats would have spotted that, but the Colonel always kept up such a stoic front. Regardless, it's clear beyond any doubt that he's abandoned his duty. That makes him a deserter and a traitor to his house. Valdero has likely gone to ground somewhere in the rift. We need you to flush him out and take him into custody before he falls into Harkonnen hands. Search the mining galleries, but use caution. I doubt he intends to come quietly. Search the mineral extraction facility for Colonel Voldero. Now, why would he, like, if he's so upset that, you know, he killed or led so many of his people to their deaths, why would he then kill them when they go looking for him? Like, that doesn't really make sense. All right, and then this is a wreckage where we could go search it. I'm also curious, like, I don't know, how did this purple cave appear on my map? Like, it wasn't there before, and then it just, like, appeared. And I'm not sure how. But when will, or how will the next one appear? Now my question. This one's always funny to me. This dude built like a straight up box on a pole, basically. On top of a spire. It's kind of funny. So I said, Crimson, you like World of Warcraft or League of Legends? If you were to choose between them, what game would you play with more comfort? I've never really played either of them. I mean, I tried League of Legends. I can't remember if I ever tried World of Warcraft, but I don't think I did. For whatever reason, I never really got into either game. But of the two, I mean, probably World of Warcraft is more up my alley. You know, it's not the same as like Final Fantasy, but it's like in the MMO genre. MMORPG type of genre. So I like that genre. I like playing those kinds of games. Alright, I want to look something up. So this is Cave of the Lost Pilgrim. I just want to see, like... Did I miss something there? So it says that was the third trial. Yeah, so you just listen to it. So then... So then it's just a question of, like, how do you find the next trial? Like, we're level 110, and we only just found and completed the third trial. And I don't even know how we found it. Like, do I have to stumble over it? How do we find that next trial? I don't know. Still got a lot of side quests and whatnot, but yeah, we're on the fourth trial. It says view trial location. Oh wait, hold on. It shows me. I didn't know you could do this. Fourth Akul altar, a wall carving indicating the next Akul pilgrimage site located in the eastern Vermilius Gap. The iron hammer that beats the dead who cannot enter paradise. The head of the hammer awaits. Okay, wait. So this is like literally on the hammer. Hold on now. It's like literally right here. Is it on top the hammer or at the base or something? I had no idea that you could view a trial location. Alright, well, now I kind of want to go check it out. I know it's about to be midnight, but now I kind of want to see if it works. Sabi said, Legion TD2 is free in Epic Games, a game like World of Warcraft. Cool, cool. Yeah, I mean, at this point, like, I'm enjoying Dune, and if I was gonna put... Alright, hold on. If I was gonna put time into another, like, MMORPG, I would choose to put time into Final Fantasy 14. Alright, so let's see. Is this a trial room? Certainly looks like a trial area, huh? That's what Citrian really wants me to do. this still going up? There's dead guys. This is on top of the hammer. I don't know why I never looked here. But I don't think that I've been here. The hollow hammer. There we go. The hammer is actually hollow.
The Sayadina and I made the long climb to hang a new prayer flag today. What a marvel that even in her advanced years, the Reverend Dejana can still scramble up the rocks like a spider. The only pity is, the prayer flag was of our own making. It seems an age since any siege community has gifted us with a woven symbol of devotion. There are so few pilgrims these days. But we here stayed true to our history and our faith. Though the off-worlders daily encroach upon us with their mines and their harvesters. Though a growing rabble of Kirab grows even bolder around our borders. We will remain faithful until the day we proudly answer the 7 mystic questions and pass into paradise with joy in our hearts.
See all the spice in the air here. Inhale the spice. This is what I was expecting with, like, the 3rd trial, but we didn't get this with that trial, so we're ending with it instead of starting with it.
How do we honor the Creator? Ibn Tertaiba. Our enemies are as blades of grass mown down. Do you understand, Wali?
Is this a Chris knife?
Our God gave us the
It
gift
is.
of time and the words of the Kitam Alibar. Knowledge without action is empty. Bila kaifa.
Killed them both in one hit, baby. Got her.
It was a place devoid of gods, where the blessings of war
Oh, shoot.
was the religion. They denied us the heart. To forgive, never to forget.
Got her again. Do I have to just keep doing this, though? When's this end? I gotta take on a bunch of these at the same time? No! They freaking got me, dude!
The fire of God mount over thy heart. The fire of God set alight. Thine enemies shall fall.
Awaken prescience. Oh, shoot. Wait, now what is all this, dude? Oh, dang, dude. All right, let's kick this guy. Does this just keep going? All right, I guess we did it. We have victory with our crysknife.
How do we honor the Creator? We fight. Remember Salusa Secundus. Be la Kaifa.
Be la Kaifa.
Ibn Qurtayba, the fire of God set alight. How do we honor the Creator?
We fight.
We fight. Remember Salusa Secundus. Be la Kaifa.
Awaken. Like a giant statue or relief of a crysknife. That was cool. That was pretty fun. Fighting battles like hand-to-hand combat with a crysknife. I wonder if I'll get a crysknife now. That would be cool. spice experience. You are now experiencing the effects of spice. Consuming spice or being exposed to spice fields allows you to progress towards a prescient state. The prescient state allows you to access a third ability, reduces ability cooldowns, and increases damage dealt. It also grants immunity to poison effects. Wow, okay. Spice withdrawal. After experiencing a prescient state, you will experience a withdrawal phase where you cannot consume spice. Your tolerance to spice also increases, making it more difficult to reach the prescient state again. Over time, your tolerance level will decay, but you can choose to overcome it by consuming greater quantities of spice instead. The choice is yours. Very interesting. All right, now we have to locate the 5th trial of a cool. Well, that was cool. Simon said, "Oh, Crimson, what do you love to eat most? Like mac and cheese with steak or mac and cheese with beef and some potato fries, an exotic combo?" Why ask it so much about mac and cheese? I don't really want like beef or I don't want much in my mac and cheese. I just want some good cheesy mac and cheese. Mirzaba's head. Mirzaba. Vermilius Gap Codex unlocked. But Leah says she likes mac and cheese with hamburger meat. Also likes mac and cheese on its own. See, there we go. Like, mac and cheese with nothing is... Like, just good mac and cheese is good. You don't need to add anything in it. In my opinion. You know, I should check my inventory. Do I have a Chris knife now or no? I don't think I do, but it'd be cool if I did. No Chris knife that I see. Boo. All right. Very good. All right, that was a lot of progress tonight, Crimson Knights. We got to move through the 3rd and 4th Trials of a Cool tonight. Did a number of side quests, explored some new areas. This was great for some main and side story progress in Dune Awakening. Feel real good about that. Tomorrow night, I should be able to get started on the stream earlier, like 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, more normal time. So I'm thinking tomorrow night we'll get back to Expedition 33, have a nice solid stream of Expedition 33, see where that story takes us. So thank you guys for joining tonight. Special shout out to Dogpool for 5 months subscribed as a tier 1 member over on Twitch. Thank you, Dogpool. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for that. Thank you all the Crimson Knights for joining tonight. And look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow night. Have a good Friday, everybody. Sleep well.